What the heck is up, you guys? Animated Heroes here, back with another action figure review. And as you can see today, we're taking a look at the long-awaited Injustice Gods Among Us Darkseid. And man, since I saw a certain review, you guys already know I've been super excited for this figure. This obviously is going to be the best posable Darkseid that we're probably going to get for a long time. And so I'm super excited about this figure. But let's not waste any time. You guys have probably already seen it before, so I'm going to make this one pretty quick. Let's go ahead and take a look at that sexy packaging so we can dive into the figure. Now for that sexy packaging, it's literally the same thing we always get with Storm Collectibles. Huge box with the window. You can see Darkseid and a couple expressions in there with his crazy eye beams. I'm really ready to play with those. You also have a image of him right here, and man, that looks so damn menacing. I love that. You got Injustice Gods Among Us right here, Darkseid, DC, Storm Collectibles. Nothing much going on at the top, same old, all the legal stuff at the bottom. On the side, you got an image of him standing right here with his hands behind his back. I dig that. Then on this side, you don't really have anything. It's just completing the image from the front. And then on the back, of course, you do got the figure. You got a little bio right here. And then you've got all the accessories and everything that come with him. So pretty much the same thing we always get with Storm Collectibles. But man, let's go ahead and bust this guy out because it's hard for me to contain my excitement right now. So first things first, shout out to the boy King the Amazing for selling me this figure literally the first half second of his review, because since I saw that review, I've been extremely stoked for this figure. And once again, this is everything that I wanted in a Darkseid figure. Granted, he's a little bit taller than I want him to be, or actually a whole lot taller than I wanted him to be, but obviously he's not really meant for 6-inch scale. I'm just going to use him for that. And as you guys can see, man, this guy looks dope. You got that menacing glare right there. You've got this textured body that is painted very freaking well. There's like all kinds of grays and everything that's mixed into the blue to give it a little bit of a battle damage effect. The stone on his body just looks so dope. All the sculpt work that they put into this guy all along the back. All of this around his clothing is a soft piece. I've actually seen that you can take all of this off and actually have him shirtless. I'm not gonna do that, but anyway, you got the gauntlets. They've got the grays on them. I'm hoping that's picking up. I'm not really sure. Or not really gray, it's more of a silverish, but just all kinds of like battle damage effect to his clothing. Granted, he has no scars on him whatsoever, no rips in his clothing, because when do we ever see Darkseid get beat up besides the very end of the movie when they finally finish him, especially if you guys saw the new one. But anyway, just like as far as the clothing goes, this guy is nice. I really love the purple that they went with. It's like a mixture of blue and purple, and like it fades so well. This guy just looks dope, man. And I really like the eyes as well. Like, they don't light up, but it's almost like a ruby red color. Like, if you have light shining on them, it just looks so dope. Like, I could go over this guy all day. I'm mind blown with this release. Like, Storm Collectibles knocked it out of the park. But anyway, I could talk about how good this figure is all day long. Let's go ahead and put him back and see how tall he stands so we can take a look at the articulation. Now, as you guys can see, this dude is so huge. He's like barely fitting in my workspace. Like, Storm Collectibles makes it so hard for me to review their products just because they're so big. But anyway, to the top of his head, you can see this guy's touching almost 10 inches. So 4 inches taller than most 6-inch figures. Probably about 4-5, depending on who the release is. Especially if it's like SH Figuarts. But yeah, this guy is huge. Now for the articulation, he looks up pretty much not at all. But I mean, do you really need this guy to look up standing 10 inches tall? He looks down pretty well. Not the best, but I mean, hey, there it is. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just think like that's how the joints are, because if you guys can hear it, it's clicking really bad. But the neck, as you guys can see, is also a really soft piece, so you don't have to worry about anything breaking. I'm not sure what the engineering is like in there, but I'm not gonna find out. He does, I believe, have a... Well, he crunches forward very well. I can't really tell what's going on in there, but yeah, you guys can see he crunches forward, he crunches back. This guy does have all kinds of waist turns, so you can just about move him at the torso however you want. Arms go up and out about that much. I'm actually glad that happened so you guys can see a little bit of the engineering. But yeah, this is pretty much how his arms work. Not too hard to pop back in the socket either. So you only get up about that much. Not complaining. You do get a swivel right there. And you also get a bicep swivel. That thing is tough. Double jointed elbow or single. I think that's a single. No, it's double. But this guy's just hella swole. So you're not getting much out of that. But his hands are on the usual wrist peg that Storm Collectibles always uses. Very easy to move around, and this is actually a soft piece right here, so it doesn't hinder the articulation. As far as kicking, he kicks forward that much. He can definitely give Superman a boot. Kicks back a whole lot better than forward, so he can kick Batman when he tries to come from behind with a sneak attack. Do the splits about that much, not that it's necessary. He does have a built-in thigh swivel. Double jointed knees, I think, but you can only bend them about that much. So not too much at the knee. Not going to do very well with flight poses, but I think it'll be fine. As far as his foot goes, it goes down that much, up about that much. He does have ankle rocker, and then he does have a toe hinge. So articulation-wise, you can just about get this guy to do whatever you want. And for as big as this figure is, that says a lot. And one thing I did forget to mention is he does have a butterfly joint. And as you guys see, it works very well with that soft clothing. So you can get him to bring his arm around and like punch Superman when he's standing in front of him. So yeah, forgot that. But it is built in and it works very well. Now in terms of accessories with this guy, Storm Collectibles had a goal in mind. And I have to say that they really achieved it. He comes with 2 fist hands straight out of the packaging. You get a pair of slightly open gripping hands, which the sculpt on all of these is great. They did a real good job on these. They're just gloves, so it's not a whole lot of texturing or anything into them, but I mean, they still look really good. But also you get these pair of just like reaching hands, like he's reaching to grab somebody. And then lastly, you get a pair of almost like karate chopping hands or Superman, I'm about to roast you for trying to beat me hands. That's all you get in terms of hands, but this is where the figure really gets topped off. I'm going to start with the heads. I'm going to go from my least favorite to my favorite. First off, of course, you get just the default face that comes right out of the packaging. Then you get this yelling, screaming face that looks super dope. They sculpted the teeth, the tongue, everything about it looks like super freaking dope. I just really love how they did this. The helmet, of course, you got that the weathering or like battle damage look on the back with the silver mixed into the black. You also get a teeth gritting face, as you guys can see, where he's like, "How dare you oppose me?" I'm definitely gonna enjoy using this one. And then my favorite, this one right here. It's the teeth gritting face, but where he's using his eye beams, like. And what's so cool about these is you can actually take these out to plug in what I'm about to show you in just a sec. But these just look so damn dope. Like, and they plug in pretty easy as long as you line it up right. And I'm saying that, not lining it up. But there it goes right there. Those look so dope. So like you can tell he's charging them. But anyway, what's really dope, let me scoot this guy back. You get these super long, crazy, flying all over the place I-beams, and these look so damn sick. And like you can actually remove this end right here and just plug this part into the eye and make it look like he's charging them or whatever. Or of course you can just go with this one. But either way, like, these are stuff like this is what really makes me enjoy action figures. Like, don't get me wrong, the ones that came with the Mezco are dope, but look at this. Like, this is just... Let me stop. Let me go ahead and move on. And in case you haven't seen what he looks like with the I-beams attached, here you guys go. And I just got to say, if Darkseid was to ever fire these things at you, you're not getting away. The way that these bad boys can curve corners in Tokyo Drift, you're not getting away if he shoots these at you. It's a wrap. Now, in terms of size comparisons, here he is standing next to some smaller figures first. We've got him standing next to the first released DC Icons Classic Outfit Superman. the Mafex Shazam. We've got him standing next to a DC Essentials Sinestro. And then, of course, the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes. Next up here he is standing next to a Mezco Sovereign Knight Batman, which actually doesn't look bad in terms of size comparison. And then, of course, the Superman that I'm probably going to be posing him next to the most, it's the McFarlane Classic Outfit Superman. Next up here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Animated Heroes, which I do have on the Superior Octopus body. I just swapped the boots out with the Marvel Legends T'Chaka from the Black Panther wave. And then we have him standing next to the Revoltech Deathstroke figure. Both of these actually don't look bad standing next to this guy. Lastly, here he is standing next to the SH Figuarts full-powered Broly from the recent Dragon Ball released movie. And then, of course, the Storm Collectibles Bane, which I'm actually surprised he's taller than. I don't know why I thought Bane was going to be taller. But, yeah, we have Darkseid coming in first place other than Doomsday. So, guys, I'm pretty sure it goes without saying what my final thoughts on this figure are. I don't think I really have to explain. But before I get to that, to my buddy from Instagram who asked me to do a size comparison between Darkseid and Doomsday, I'm very sorry about that, bro. I actually sent my Doomsday out 2 days ago to a buddy. He just wanted to check it out to see if he wanted to buy the figure. So I sent it to him. I should have it back within a week's time. So just message me if you still need that comparison. Otherwise, go check out The Amazing's review because I've seen it a billion times and I know he did do a size comparison between the two. Now, that being said, on to my final thoughts about this figure. Guys, no one's going to top this Darkseid. No one. Mezco did a very great Darkseid, but in terms of articulation, it's not coming close to this guy right here. And this guy's actually cheaper. Mezco did a good job. It's just not beating this. SH Figuarts, come on now. We're not even going to talk about that. Mafex, maybe. I feel like Mafex could do a really good Darkseid, but I just don't see it coming, especially anytime soon. Like, we haven't even got Batman and Superman yet. Pretty sure they'll do Wonder Woman before, and then maybe even Flash. I'm hoping they do the whole Justice League. But anyway, guys, this is the Darkseid figure right now. I can't afford the DC icons. I'm not going to try to afford it, so I don't have a comparison for that one. I don't have the Mezco. I've only seen it, but this guy right here, I don't have a single gripe about at all. Maybe they could have included his cape, but it's not necessary since he's not wearing it in the game. This is a figure, guys, go pick him up. Yes, he runs around 90 to about 120, but it's worth it. Like, this guy is worth the money. I cannot say that enough. And I'm just beating a dead horse now, so I'm going to shut up. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up because that always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. Follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. And guys, go pick this figure up. Peace.